Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the control hotkeys of PowerPoint. In the previous video we went through A through G, and now we're going to go starting from H. And now control H, replace. So before I wanted to show you guys something. So first I'm going to press control F, and it'll take me to the find window. But this is what I wanted to show you, the replace. When I press Ctrl F and it gets me to this replace and I click it, it's going to open the replace window. There's a hotkey for that, which is Ctrl H. And there we go. And it works the same way for replacing whatever you want to find, whatever text you want to find, and replace it with something else. So let's say, for example, I want to find the word Jesus. And we replace that with the word he. Then I would replace all, and it made one replacement. Okay. Now let's say if I type in he this time and I type Jesus this time. If I press replace all, it made 7 replacements. Okay. Now let's say in the situation where you only wanted to replace just one of them. Well, unfortunately, that is not the case, because you're finding all the words he, and you're not just finding there's no selection allowing you to choose one specific word of he in a specific slide or in a specific line. So let's say if a slide has 2 words for he, there's no way for the computer to detect which he there would be in one slide. So usually it's going to be a replace for all, and this replace only is going to be disabled. So be careful with what you're going to be replacing, what text you're going to be replacing. So replace only works for text. Keep in mind that. Control I, italics, the popular italics font right here, I, and there we go, the Control I, and it is italicized, and that also works only for text. Justify, that is also an align. In the previous video I explained that it is right here, justify, where you use it usually for newspapers, but what it does is make the text touch the left and right side, making it all evenly spaced out, kind of like a column in a newspaper. So let's say if I press Ctrl J, there we go, it changes to that justified alignment. But if you see here, it's not touching on the right side. Well, it's because I made a new line separating the word Almighty and Maker. So if I combine these 2 lines together and put a space in between, there we go. It evenly spaces it out. And if I were to do the same thing for all the other lines, it all justifies itself. So Control J, justify. Alright, and Control K, the popular. Now, you guys may not have used hyperlinks, but if usually you guys are going to be seeing something where there's going to be a few words where it's in blue color and underlined, or if you put in a link and it's gonna change the font to a blue color and underline it. That is what a hyperlink is. The text that is hyperlinked to something else takes you there to the different location that you want to go. So if I select the word believe and I press Ctrl K, this is what it will the hyperlink will change to. So text to display believe, and let's say, for example, an existing file or web page. So let's say in my file right here, I want to hyperlink a Word document or an image. Then I press OK, and there we go. It will hyperlink that way. And if I go on presentation mode, and if I click on that, then you see that long text right there. That is what the hyperlink is. It takes you to that destination of the image, which I'm not going to click, but you guys can try it out for yourselves. I'm going to right click, and here I can edit my hyperlink, and you can select any of those. Browse pages. This is what the hyperlink is here. And recent files, also same thing. But I don't think you guys would be used to looking at these hyperlinks by text, but by like images and their file images. But usually you would look at the destination of C, user, your name, and I saved it in documents, and then I saved it in another file called church, and then I have something else there. But you can select here where you want to hyperlink. Let's say if I want to place it in this document, take the Word document and replace it with PowerPoint. Place in this PowerPoint. Okay. Now here's something I want to show you. Let's say the first one, welcome to CYG Sunday. Well, that first one that's listed there, it takes me to the first slide, which is here. So the list here corresponds with the slides that I have on my PowerPoint. Now, there's also selections here: first, last slide, next, previous. Let's say I go to the next slide, and I press OK. Go on presentation mode, and I click on that. It'll take me to the next slide, which is what the hyperlink exactly did that I wanted to do. If I go back, and if I wanted to create a new document, if I click on the word believe, it creates a new PowerPoint. And it's asking me to name the title, so I'm going to name it Worship, for example. And I press OK. Okay, so this is telling me that I already have a file there, but I'm just going to do it yes for now, just for the sake of this video. Okay, so what it did is when I hyperlinked and clicked it in presentation mode, if I click on it, you see here it takes me to the end of the slide. Well, the reason is because I am making a new slide, which I called it Worship. It's going to open this Worship slide here that I made when I click on it. So there's also that way of making using the hyperlink. So create a new document there, renaming it. And finally, email address. When you click on the word that you hyperlink, you send it by email to someone else. And I'm not going to try this out for the sake of privacy, of keeping everyone's emails secret. But try it out here for yourself. When you hyperlink some word and you click on it, it's going to send an email of your PowerPoint to the person, perhaps. So just try it out. So that's Ctrl K. I'm going to have you guys do a special project on hyperlinks, just so you guys can get used to it. But it'll be pretty fun for that. I can guarantee. So hyperlinks, it is specifically for text. Select text to link from another source. Ctrl L left align. We talked about Ctrl E which is center, Control J, justify, and there we go, align it to the left. Control L, there we go. And it's only for text. And I wanted to also, if I right click, I could open the hyperlink that way, and it opens my new PowerPoint there. And also copy the hyperlink if I wanted to, but I can also remove the hyperlink as well, and there it's gone. So Control L, and left align. Control M, insert new slide. Okay, after the selected slide. So let's say if I select a slide here and I press Control M, it's going to create a new slide. And if you notice, it works the same way for Control C and Control V. That is the hotkey for Control M, where you're copying and paste. You're inserting a new slide. Actually, it's different. Where what you have, let's say your text, you still have your text. If I press Control C and Control V, I'm gonna show you here. Yeah, there we go. The text is still there, but Control M doesn't have the text where it's actually making a new slide. So right after the selection that the selected slide that you choose. And Control N, new presentation. If I press Control N, it's going to pop up this new PowerPoint file. So notice the difference between Control M, new slide, and Control N, new PowerPoint presentation. Control O, if you go here, File, the tab File, and Open, it opens up your file window where you can find your existing files and open that. Well, Control O is the hotkey to open up the same way instead of going through File and Open. And of course the Control P popular print hotkey takes me to File, Print, and you choose your printer, and you can choose how you want to print your slides. If you want a select range, or the current slide only, or a custom page, so however many or all. Full page slide, here you can choose how you want to print your slides. If you want 4 slides, and keep in mind it's PowerPoint, you're printing every slide, so try to conserve some paper and try to compile them in a page. And also print one-sided, double-sided. The difference between flip pages on long edge and flip pages on short edge, the difference between that is long edge, you're printing wherever the long edge is. So if you see here, my orientation of the slides, the long edge is right here, so then it means it will flip vertically. So if you took calculus, then you would know that that is the line of rotation, and you'd flip it vertically. Short edge, you flip it along this short edge line here and flip it horizontally on the other side. So be careful on and keep in mind how you want to print it. Collated, yes, always collate. Now if you see here, if you do uncollate, it's going to be printing page 111 222 333. Well, collate does print page 123 123 on how many copies you want to print. And color, of course, your type of selection. So Control P, look through your options. And that is all for this part here. And I'm going to be continuing part 3 in the next video.